president and founder of the Kern organization. Welcome, Russell.
Hey, Michael.
So, Russell, with so many direct marketing agencies out there touting their abilities, how can a company make sure they're selecting the right agency?
Now, Michael, over the last 25 years of running a direct agency, I've had the opportunity to present our services to many prospective clients and have been fortunate to win many presentations in that regard. I think when a client is looking to select an agency, it's important to look at the critical factors for long-term success. Unfortunately, what I find in many of the presentation processes is clients are asking for spec creative that they use as the decision criteria, and ultimately these big creative ideas are never really produced and not enough time is spent on the important critical factors that set up the foundation for a successful relationship.
So what are those factors that you think make for a match between a client and an agency?
I think it boils down to skill set, industry expertise, philosophy, culture, and compensation.
So can you tell me a little bit about each one of those categories?
Well, let's start with skill set. If you're a client that needs to drive response to grow revenue, then you might want to be looking for a direct agency. And so you want to ask yourself is, do they really understand how to drive response with every communication? Right. Are they trained and skilled in all the principles and disciplines of direct? Do they bring you an entire organization that understands what it takes to succeed every single day? Are they bringing you the latest testing and strategic approaches and data analytic approaches to help optimize your investments from a marketing perspective?
How does category experience play into the selection criteria?
I think category experience is very important. If they are a direct marketing agency, for example, they understand how to apply those principles, but in category there's different types of approaches to the business. Right. For example, if you're a wireless client, you might need to be able to drive acquisition every day at a very rapid pace. So you need an organization that understands how to run a program day in and day out, month in after month out, and drive high performance flawlessly. Conversely, if you're a B2B client, you want an agency that understands the technical nuances of B2B marketing, lead capture, lead scoring, lead nurturing, lead distribution, and be able to speak to technical audiences in a way to engage them.
How does a client select an agency to reduce the startup time, errors, and the learning process?
I would look for three things. What is their philosophy? How do they measure success? And what is their expertise in channel? From a philosophy standpoint is, do you both value strategy? Do you both value creative innovation? Do you both value data and analytics to drive the business forward? From a success metrics, the question becomes, are you aligned on the same types of success metrics? Are you a marketer that needs cost per lead, cost per sale metrics, and the agency is doing brand awareness scores? You know you have a mismatch. Right. And from a channel perspective, is there an agnostic perspective to the channel? You want to hire an agency who's a business partner, and therefore, if you need solutions that are not in the core competency of an agency, are they comfortable recommending other channels to help you achieve your mission and objective?
How do you think agency culture and value play into the selection process?
Well, I think that comes back to the point of the alignment. If your business is one of retail-oriented and you're a hard-driving, numbers-oriented, get it done yesterday, not a minute to waste, and you're talking to an agency that is more cerebral and needs more time to think it over, you have a cultural mismatch. So you've got to see what that alignment is.
So as a client, I would want to know who's going to staff my business. Is that something that should be considered in the selection process?
You know, it's one of the most common questions we see in RFPs and RFIs, who's the staff? And the truth is, high-performance agencies don't have staff waiting for new clients. What they do have on staff is their highest-level executives in a position to help start up new clients and move them through the critical phase of the 90 to 120-day startup. What I would be asking and spending more time on is, what will be the staffing philosophy? What will be the approach to hiring and interviewing? And what role will you as the client get in the selection of the team that's going to be working on your business going forward?
Oh, interesting. And what about compensation?
Compensation is critical. Agencies only have time to sell.
Right.
David Ogilvy was a huge proponent that if you want to get great work, you want your agency to make a fair profit. Mm-hmm. And so spending the time with the agency leadership and finding the right win-win solution, whether it be on a project basis or a retainer basis, is crucial for you having success and having getting the quality work that you need out of your agency.
Is it a good idea to speak with an agency's current clients, for example?
Well, I think that's a mandatory step
Right.
in the process. I don't think there would ever be an agency would ever give you a bad testimonial. When speaking with an agency's clients, though, there are 3 questions that I would ask. One is, are they fun to do business with?
Right.
Are they enjoyable? Are they easy? Do they make your life simpler for you to achieve your job? Are they delivering you the results that they promised and that you need to succeed?
Right.
And then finally, I would ask is, would you hire them again? And if they say that unequivocally, then you know you're speaking to a good agency organization. The thing I would encourage all clients is take your time in the agency selection process. Consider it, a dating before marriage circumstance.
Right.
Don't be hesitant to start on projects. That gives everybody a chance to get to know one another. And in the end, a slow startup will give you a higher chance for long-term success in the relationship.
Great. Russell, thank you for your perspective.
Michael, it's my pleasure. Thanks so much.